If you were the opposite sex for a day, what would you do? Walk awkwardly. It takes years of training to be able to walk correctly and safely with a boner. Even more to pee with one. Helicopter. Masturbate. 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 Retract foreskin. Replace foreskin. Helicopter. Pee on a tree. Sex. Replace. A bit o' driveway sealant and a piece of vellum off the spine of an old busted hardcover encyclopedia ought to do the trick. I figure. Fuck that. Flex Seal for the win. If my wife also becomes the opposite sex, then he is gonna get some pussy. This was very confusing to read. The misplaced comma really nails it. Play with my woman boobs for a day instead of my man boobs like normal. Dick nipples. I remember you. I'm sure you think about dick nipples a lot while math debating. See how much I can make on OnlyFans in 24 hours. It both takes care of all the weird sexual stuff and maybe my money issues for a bit. If you recorded enough videos and took enough pictures, you could spread them out long enough to make it a sustainable income even after you reverted back. Jack off NGL. I wanna know what it's like to orgasm that easily. Early morning stretch. It's literally that. I believe the appropriate response is be a hoe. But with my luck I'd be on my period. You can still fuck and be a hoe on your period X. I'd probably end up in the hospital for sticking so much stuff up my vagina. You change back into a guy while they're examining you and just have to deal with a whole squash up there. I don't want to change back and have a squash stuffed up my hog though. Learn how a boner feels for the next 24 hours. It shouldn't last that long. Go see a doctor. Get all my holes filled. Find out what the girls really do at sleepovers. It's a mystery that has to be revealed. It's not a big deal. We just like to invoke Satan and catch up. 1. Play with my dick. 2. Go for a walk at night. 3. Play with my dick. I'd get to stand up and pee. And I'd get to know how opening jars feels like. Both statements are unrelated to each other. Here is the product for you. Go girl. I'd quite but assumed it was some product related to opening jars. Needless to say, I was very surprised. Masturbate probably and touch my girl boobs and stuff like that. Hey. I saw you on another post earlier, LMAO. Username checked out both times. Take pictures and videos for later. Would be messed up if the pictures turned back too. Then you just get random weird positions of you on camera. I'd post my tits on Reddit for karma. My current tits don't get much traction here. If I knew it was just for a day, I'd wait at home, probably examining my new body. If I didn't knew it is only for a day, I'd panic. Then would try googling whether there are other with similar symptoms. Eventually I'd still spend a day at home, and the day after I'd think I start going crazy. Gonna bookmark this one and come back later to find the cursed comments. You can come back now. After 1 hour. That says so much about Reddit. Sing. I've always admired the vocal range and the sound of a male's voice. It's just wow. I would spend the day swinging my penis around like a pinwheel. You think that? But you'd probably eat, jerk off, and take a nap. Play with the new plumping. Then go fuck a soccer football team. Well, it depends if I am as attractive as a model. You're as attractive as you. You're just the opposite sex. Well, that would be boring. Male at the moment. So would become female. Aside from all of the obvious sex things, I'd love to walk into a computer or gaming store, with the knowledge I have, and see if / how differently I'd be treated. Depends on the store. But it's possible that some guy is going to try to explain things to you even if you never asked for help. Sometimes they might be an employee. Let the homies fuck. Plot twist. Homies don't stop when you turn back. Buddy. My bi guy ass would get a lot of dick. Damn, now that I think about it, all the bi people would have much more fun with this change than straight people. I was literally thinking, dude, my husband and I are both bi. Time to find out definitively that he's hotter. And find out what we can do in bed with different equipment. Yoga pants. They look so comfortable. And with nothing dangling or sticking, it must be absolute bliss. Camel Toe entered the chat. Would absolutely go slut it up with the best looking dudes I can find. Mostly because I'm curious about how the other half fucks. And also so I can improve my own game when I go back to being a guy. Feel what it's like to have multiple earth-shattering orgasms in one go. More likely. Try to do this. But have 0 orgasms instead. Be euphoric for a day. Username definitely checks out. Walk around shirtless. Let's be real here. Everyone would masturbate. Celebrate. No more boobs. Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I will buy this boobies for 25 schmeckles. Finger blast myself into oblivion. Fun fact. Finger blasting isn't fun at all. It needs to be slow. You can orgasm from inside. But it's super hard. Plus we usually orgasm via clit. And even that can prove hard. My point is, you'll need more than 2 HRS for sure. Get myself kicked in the balls so we could settle the debate of whether it hurts more than childbirth. Get a blowjob and make my dick move on command. Getting a blowjob might be difficult unless you can really talk or, you know, pay. Find out what sex is like for the other half of the equation. I'd take one for the team and let my boys get some action. Hakuna Matata. It would be interesting to see how big my boob/ass would be. You know damn well what we're going to do. I would whip out my dick and pee everywhere possible. Be a hoe. Drink water. Water is important. Waste the entire day getting ready to go somewhere. Go for a walk at night. Insert everything everywhere. I'd fuck. And probably jump up and down a lot. Cry with joy because then my body would correctly match my mind. And then probably feel irreparable anguish once I went back to what is in my eyes abnormal. Make a girl fall in love with me and then leave her longing for me her entire life hoping I'll come back someday. I will not. I would get all my hot friends to like the male version of me. So hypothetically, if I stuck a vibrator up my new vagina then fell asleep, would the vibrator end up in my dick hole the next day? I have an existing arrangement to have a threesome with a couple that I'm friends with should this ever happen. It's been decided that I wouldn't work with them as a MMF but would work as a MFF. Use my femin wiles to get all the free shit. Helicopter and walk around my neighborhood with no shirt on. See how much I could carry in a second prison wallet. See how much I can abuse males as a female and use vibrators multiple at same time. Masturbate so I know how to still please my girl after I come in 0.3 milliseconds. Sexually harass some random dude on the street. Tell all the fellow women/girls that you don't need to hate men/boys in order to be a feminist. Just masturbate that entire day. That's the only pussy I'm getting. I would want multiple orgasms and compare notes. Sleep with the bros without it being gay. Kick your wife balls and ask your wife if pregnancy hurts more than getting kicked in the balls. As a guy for a day, I would masturbate immediately. Then would walk a street at night alone without any anxiety for the first time. That's about it tbh. Depends. If my wife and I switched roles, I would just have sex with her so she understands my adoration for it with her. Pee on as many things that are legally possible. The concept of being able to control where it goes and write with it is just something I envy. If you asked everyone this question, there would be two types of people. People who would masturbate. And liars. I would do it for the boys. All of these motherfuckers are getting a cream latte. Walk around the city to find out how different it is to walk as a woman. Go on a long road trip and pee easily on the side of the road with my convenient penis. Try to pee standing. Try to pee with a boner. Masturbate. Helicopter. Get someone to kick me in the nuts. Well, I already touch my own tits, so see what long hair feels like. Flirt with men and women and have sex with them since I won't be able to lose my virginity in my actual form. Play with my boobs the whole day. Get pregnant. Then find out how that works out. Have sex with as many lesbians as possible since you wouldn't be able to normal as a guy. If you are a man and get to be a woman for a day and get pregnant on that day, do you still get to carry the baby to term as a man? Probably feel comfortable in my own skin for once. Be a hoe honestly. Love myself. So I finally know what it is like to have a girl who loves me. I'd suck on my own titties until they look like dried fruit. Pee standing up. Fuck everyone. Probably try on swimsuits. Find out what it's like to wear a skirt in public without it being weird. Have sex with women. Just with a penis. I would not worry about being a closet trans and I'd do most of my normal stuff just in more girly clothing.